Happy Halloween, everyone. It's Wednesday. Do you believe that it's October 31st? I don't know about you, but I feel like the month of October has literally flown by. It's crazy. How many of you guys out there are dressed up already? I mean, even if it's on replay, just give me a like if you're dressed up. I haven't dressed up quite yet. I'm still debating what I want to do. I pulled out my old cheerleading uniform. So I'm debating if I'm going to be a cheerleader or if I'm going to match with my husband. We're thinking of, I don't know. I have a purple wig. There's so many things. Obviously, I didn't really think through Halloween for myself, but my kids are ready. So I guess that's what matters most, right? Just waiting for a few. Oh, there you are. As I'm inviting people, I see people chatting. Hi guys. Hey, type in the chat, what are you gonna be for Halloween? Are you dressing up? Or what are you guys doing? Are you passing candy out, walking your kids? My daughter actually has two costumes. She has an Eeyore costume that she's wearing to school because she wanted to be comfy. And then she has an angel costume because one of her best friends is the devil, and they're going to go trick-or-treating together, so it makes sense for them to be together, right? Well, thanks for logging on, guys. I don't want to take too much of your time because obviously we have lots of Halloween festivities going on, but I wanted to talk about, so it's so appropriate, the word fear and everything it brings about, the feelings of fear. Now, I'm not talking about, so fear is not a bad thing, I'm going to say, because there is the instinctual fear of survival that biologically we react to things of danger, right, in order to survive. Fear of strangers is normal. Fear of if I do this, I'm going to break my bone type of thing. That's normal, natural fear in order to survive. But one thing I've learned in the 45 years of life is that sometimes fear, our brain cannot distinguish different types of fears. Physiologically, we react to fear. Fear is fear. Our brain tells our bodies fear is fear. Whether it is fear of falling off the cliff, right? Or fear of pushing forward to something that we think may or may not happen. So that's the type of fear I'm going to talk about today. It's the fear that causes bondage. It's the fear, the mental pictures that we put or tell ourselves daily that we cannot move forward. That keeps us from moving forward in our life, right? I wore this, keep fear in the face, because that is the type of fear I am talking about. The fear that we cannot necessarily touch, but we feel bonded by every single day. I titled this Fear is a Liar because sometimes we can tell ourselves some lies because of based on what we feel or based on the unknown, right? Sometimes we can fear the fear of loss, meaning for me it's the fear of what if I lose one of my kids? So I'm not going to allow him to do that. I'm not going to allow him to drive. I have two boys that are ready to drive. One that's going to be 15 and a half, one that's going to be 17. And I have this fear of allowing them to drive. But that fear cannot stop me from allowing them to do what they need to do, right? Which is move forward. Move forward with your life so that I don't need to drive you anymore, and trust that they will be safe when they do drive. So it's like that fear of loss, the fear of control, the fear of failing, right? What if I do that? I might fail. So I might as well not just even try, right? We tell ourselves the lie of I'm not going to even try because I know that it's not going to work. I hear it many, many times. I want to lose 15 pounds, but I'm not going to even start because I've tried everything and I know I'm going to fail. So I don't even start. I heard today I'm doing the last 90-day challenge with Rachel Hollis, and today they were actually talking about fear too. And one of the quotes was, if you don't start, you've already failed, right? You're not going to get anywhere. So it's that type of fear that leaves us paralyzed to move forward of the things that we don't even know that will happen, right? There's no guarantee it will happen. It's just the fear of that happening. Maybe the fear of success, which is the opposite of fear of failing. I'm scared of moving forward and being overwhelmed and being successful, right? Because it's too much. It's too much. Or the fear of what others think of you. That's me. If I were to do this live about fear, what are people going to say about me, right? Like, who does she think she is talking about fear and kicking fear in the face? She doesn't know me. She doesn't know my life. The fear of thinking what others think of you. Or this culminates the fear of loss, the fear of control, the fear of failing, the fear of success, the fear of disappointment, the fear of what others think. When it comes down to it, it's really the fear of not being enough. I am who I am, and it's still not enough. What if they don't accept me? What if I go for it and I fail? What if I go for it and it's big and I can't, it's too much for me. I'm overwhelmed. What if? My son, my oldest, he asks me a lot of what if questions. And my answer to him is, why are you worried about the what if it's never even happened? Why worry and put so much energy in that? And that's just me talking to me too, because me going back to what if, the fear of not being enough, what if they reject me? That's what it is. It's the what ifs. And when we focus too much time on the what ifs, we lose out on opportunities to grow. We lose out on opportunities that allow us the freedom of overcoming that fear. Fear will be there. There is no doubt, because we are human. We have doubts. So fear will happen. It's the choice that we make to move forward through it. Do we kick it in the face? Do we choose to say, I see you, fear, but I do not acknowledge you, because I am moving forward to what I know, my dreams, my purpose, the will that is for my life. Because I know as I push through fear, I am growing each and every day, one step at a time, moving forward, even through that fear. So I'm not saying that fear is unavoidable, because it is there. I struggle it with myself about doubts of being enough. And sometimes we get ourselves involved in that lie. And so we're doing the opposite of feeling free. We're locked in bondage, right? And so what I want to share with you today is, when we give into fear, it keeps us from moving forward, and we get caught up in the lie. We get caught up in the lie of feeling comfortable, of just enough, right? When we know there's more for us. In our gut, we just know there's more for us, right? And I'll give you the truth. And this comes out of a book that I hold dearly. And the truth is, there is no fear in love. We are all individually loved, and there is no fear in love. But perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. We do that to ourselves. We punish ourselves. We hold ourselves in bondage. The one who fears is not made in perfect love, right? And the truth is, we are made in perfect love. And the lie is that fear tries to cover that love up. But just hold truth that there is no fear in love. And if you're living life in love, then fear cannot penetrate us. It's there. It's that cloud that covers us. It can consume us and make us feel anxious, right? But it cannot define who we are and what we do, because we are designed in perfect love. So I just wanted to share that. And what that could look like for you is, maybe first recognize what are the fears in your life, right? List them out. I can list a whole list of fears that keep me moving forward on a daily basis, that tightens my chest up, that makes me feel a little anxious in the morning. It could be my overpacked schedule. I can't do it all. Well, it's true. We can't do it all. Or my kids, I'm sending my kids out. Or I'm about to go fly in the plane. What's going to happen? List out all your fears. It could just be down to, I'm just scared of what people are going to think of me, right? Or rejection. Write it all down. Look at your list and see, are these all lies, right? What is the lie that I'm believing when it comes down to it, right? Move forward. Move forward in love. Fear is not of love. You are of love. So I just want to encourage you in that today, and hold on to the truth and just reject that fear is a lie, right? It's in front of our face, but we get to choose what we believe, and we get to choose what we do with our actions. So happy Halloween, guys. I am going to be hopping on a different call, but I wanted to just put that out there, that fear is a liar. Believe in the truth. You guys are all loved. Choose to recognize that fear, but also not consumed by it, right? Move forward in what you know you need to do. Get out of comfort, and that is okay. Getting out of comfort is pushing through fear. So happy Halloween. I pray that you guys have a safe one and enjoy. Bye.